Ciara here. I'm on my drive into Artsmith Media and just wanted to do a quick video about landing pages. Landing pages is something that's on my to-do list today to create content for landing pages and work with our art director to create a design and things like that. So I guess it's something that's on my mind and just wanted to share some tips and ideas about how to get the most out of your landing page. So first off, what is a landing page? A landing page is a quick page that you create to emphasize or highlight some kind of campaign that you're running. Keep in mind when I say that they're quick and things like that, it's you want to keep in mind that they should be disposable, that you don't want to spend a ton of time on each individual landing page. It's one thing if you want to create a campaign and you're going to have 5 different landing pages and you invest a lot of time in the campaign, but in the actual landing page itself, you don't want to spend your entire budget there. Landing pages should basically be just a landing spot, like one page that your users will go to whenever they click on some kind of ad or some kind of link talking about some services or anything like that outside of your website. As in they click on something from Facebook talking about your new service. They click on that and then they end up on this landing page. They find out a little bit more about this service, and then from there they're going to go through your website or contact you or whatnot. So a landing page is basically just one single page that gives a little bit more information than the ad and some kind of call to action or contact us form or something of that nature. So hopefully that explains a little bit of what a landing page is. The reason that they're so good and the reason that people should be using them more in their marketing campaigns is because it creates inbound traffic to your website. So when people are clicking on the Facebook ad or the Google AdWord or whatever you're creating, then whenever they click on that link and they go to your site, sure, they're going to see whatever the service is or whatever the ad is about, whatever the campaign is focusing on, but then hopefully they're also going to be, they're going to navigate to the rest of your site and find out more about your products, your services, your company or organization, anything like that. So you really want to get them to come to your site and then kind of navigate through it. So that's one of the main reasons why landing pages are so important. Inbound traffic is associated with lead generation, so and that's what it's all about, right? Alright, so that's kind of what landing pages are. I had to write notes to keep myself organized this morning, don't judge me. So what goes on your landing page? You definitely want to have your logo and the color scheme that is associated with your website. That way, if they go to a contact us form or if you have them navigate from the landing page to another page or whatnot, it still looks cohesive, it still flows with the rest of your website, so the branding and the identity are consistent throughout. If you have 3 logo colors though, what you can do is you can do A/B testing, and you can make 3 different or 2 different landing pages and just see which one gets clicked on more or what the activity is there, and kind of you can see you can compare the differences between the two. So that's another reason why you want your landing pages to be disposable, because if you're spending a lot of time on one, then there goes your whole budget, right? So, I forgot to mention, when you're creating landing pages, don't spend a ton of time on each individual landing page. Come up with basically a template of 3 different types of landing pages or whatnot, and then kind of play around with that. Don't spend all of your budget on this. Don't spend a ton of time on this. You want to think about the content and the imagery and the layout and the functionality, but these shouldn't take you, multiple weeks to implement, essentially. So they should be quick and disposable, and you should have multiple of them for things like A/B testing or multivariate analysis, anything like that. So, which I'll get into in a moment. So what goes on the landing page? Your logo, your color scheme should be consistent. Some kind of image, of course, it attracts the user's eyes, so you want to provide something for their eyes to kind of rest on for a moment. You want to provide some kind of statistic or proof of whatever you're providing, and that it works and that they should be using it too. Whether that's social proof, as in showing your last 5 tweets about how so-and-so thought that this product has changed my life, or this service was so easy to use, and the company is great, and blah blah blah. So kind of testimonials, but it's showing what's called social proof. So you want to show that whatever you're providing is liked by other people. So logo colors and branding, social proof and statistics. As far as the content goes, because I am talking, a testimonial or whatnot, the content should be like 5 or fewer sentences. It should be very quick, very to the point, very direct, no fluff. So if you're providing a dog walking service, which has become my new favorite example for things, if you're providing a landing page for a dog walking service, you want an image of a dog, you want social proof from people saying, these people are so great with my dogs, they even taught, so-and-so a new trick, or something like that. So showing some kind of social proof that what you're providing works, and that you're going to have like maybe 3 up to 5, you don't want to do more than 5 sentences about whatever the landing page or whatever the campaign is focusing on. So, going out of town, need someone to, watch over your dogs like you would, contact us with this contact us form, we're happy to dog sit, blah blah, like very short, direct, to the point, whatever the landing page is focusing on. You don't want to talk about, you don't want to have paragraphs, you don't want to have a ton of content. So like I said, landing pages purposes are just to get people to your site, and then have a very quick idea of who you guys are. So very short content. And then some kind of promise or purpose. We promise to, spend at least 20 minutes with your dog every time we visit, or half hour, whatever the case. I'm not in the dog sitting service, so I don't know what the average is. So, maybe it's that you spend, 10 minutes on a walk every day, or whatever the case is. So, give some kind of promise, some kind of substance in your landing page content. So I hope that makes sense. And then finally, you want a call to action. Call to actions are a way for you to kind of direct the user to get them to do what you want them to do. So if it's filling out a contact us form, or call us today, or click here for more information, whatever it is, it's directing the user to do what you want them to do. So I hope that makes sense. Now the thing that I'm learning, and statistics are starting to show, and something that I'm becoming a firm believer in, is the words in the call to action. There's actually a lot of kind of like science behind that too. Psychologically, people don't want to feel like they have to do more work. So stay away from I actually just use some of the words because those are, the everyday go-to words, but like click here for more information, or read more. They all sound like work. They all sound like things that you have to do. Think of other words to use instead of words. Think of more fun words, I guess. So discover more. Enjoy, more services. I'm trying to think of one for contact us. Maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking of discover, but I'm not sure how to word it right off the tip of my mind. But anyways, so think of more fun, playful call to actions instead of the ones that everybody's already using. So because a lot of A/B testing has shown that the more fun call to actions are getting more clicks. People don't want to do more work. People want to have fun. They're thinking of whatever the service is. And if they're thinking of hiring you, then they don't want to do the work themselves. So, or they can't do the work themselves. But either way, they are more engaging whenever it's a fun call to action. Okay, so I talked about how your landing pages should be disposable. You want to create a bunch for each of them. You want to create, I'd say 3 to 5 different landing pages per campaign. So if your campaign is, you're a startup dog walking service, 3 to 5 just on dogs, and then maybe you want to do 3 to 5 for just pets in general. Like, we will come, watch your exotic birds or whatever the case may be. Again, not in the animal sitting industry, so I'm sure you guys have figured out what your services are, and for each service come up with a number of landing pages, because each landing page should focus on a specific thing. Not, we provide all of these great services. No, a landing page should focus on one aspect of your services. So create a bunch of them. They should be disposable. You don't want to run a ton of them all at the same time. So run one campaign at a time. You don't want to run, say, 5 campaigns, because then that's going to dilute your effectiveness, essentially. So they should be disposable and quick. I'm about to go in the garage, so if it gets dark, sorry. Let's see, A/B testing. A/B testing is when you basically create multiple landing pages, but there's a small difference. So it could be a small difference, like your color is a little bit different. You take your landing page or your logo, and your logo probably has 3 different colors in it. So one landing page highlights the one color, and so on and so forth for the other 2. So that's A/B testing. That's just a simple change. We're just curious what the difference is. Or, like I was saying with the call to action words, maybe that's the difference in your A/B testing. We're just going to create a button, and it's going to have 2 or 3 different call to actions. That's what we're going to test, and that's fine. Another way to test the difference between different landing pages, it's called multivariate analysis, or I've heard multivariate analysis. I have to think about that when I say it. Basically what that means is that you're not just changing one thing, such as color or a button, but you're changing multiple things, and you're testing, like, is this, like, layout and form and all of this better, or are people responding better to this landing page? So maybe on one landing page you have a big image and then a contact us web form, and one quote with a stat in it that's also a testimonial. That's your landing page. Maybe your other landing page that you're going to compare it to has 3 images with very short content, like a sentence or 2 each, and then 1 image above it all, like a nice banner image, and then you have a button in the banner that says discover ways to contact us, something like that. So maybe you're creating 2 completely different landing pages, and then you're gonna, go in and, okay, this one's working a little bit better than that one. What could it be due to? And then that's when you start doing A/B testing. You find out which of these 2 is working better, and then you tweak that one. So that's great if you're starting with landing pages and you're not sure what content, like what style, what layout works best for you. Just create a whole bunch of different kinds and test and see which ones work and which ones get people to follow through with whatever you want them to do. So that's multivariate analysis. And here's just the wrap up, here's just the summary. Once you complete all this, figure out what works or what doesn't work, and then work on improving whatever that is. So if you find out that the web form is too hard and it's too much work for people and they just want to contact you, through a button to find a web form on another page. Whatever the case may be, always test, always analyze your data, and then always work to improve, and you know, take the next step. So that's kind of my spiel on landing pages today. If you have any questions, or if you want to know which webinar I attended to get this information, just let me know. And I don't know if they're going to be doing another one soon. I actually might do a webinar on landing pages because what they had was really helpful. I've read a lot of articles with a lot of information, and of course there's always these conversations. So so keep an eye out for, you know, more information about landing pages. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My information, I'm sure, will be down there at the bottom. So I guess that's it. All right, have a wonderful day, guys. See ya.